Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. I've missed you so much. We're reading new releases this week. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yearning for his own wife? Are you kidding? Gonna get back into this book. I hate that you made me want you. Honestly, she might be my soulmate. She might be my superhero because she just understands me. So today I'm very excited for our video. This is gonna be more vlog than reading vlog. We are gonna be reading this video, but I need to rant. I need to talk and we just have to chat. In the next couple of months, a lot of new releases are coming out, specifically March. March 3rd, 2 of my most anticipated new releases are coming out. And today is March 3rd. So we're gonna be reading those new releases. One of them on my Kindle, the other one on paperback, physically, whatever. To start off, I couldn't wait, so I had to download on my Kindle In Her Own League by Liz Tomford. Guys. No, guys. I am obsessed with the Windy City series. It is one of the best book series I have ever read, ever, honestly, especially a sports romance series. The whole band of characters was just perfect, every single book. So when I heard that Monty, the coach and Miller's dad, which is a female main character in Caught Up, when I heard he was getting a book with the new female owner of the team, sold. Immediately sold. So we downloaded it this morning. I started it. I'm already on page 105. I've been reading it on my Kindle, which I've missed this thing so much. I haven't been reading on it recently. Honestly, I left at the bottom of my bag in the midst of my reading slump, and then I started reading again. But I was doing a lot of physical books. Like I think I read maybe one Kindle read on my iPad in like the last couple of months. This is reminding me why I love my Kindle so much. I am flying through this book. I love Liz Tomford's writing regardless. Like she just has a very fast pace. I love their banter and I love the way they talk. So going into this book, I was very excited and I'm very excited to continue it. But I do have like a weird feeling reading it. I don't know if it's like, I thought it was reading kind of like a novella when I started it because it seems very fast paced. Like there's not very much of a build up of them having these little moments. Like I enjoy all the cute scenes they had. I just feel like we didn't work for it at all. And it feels like we just had the first chapter. They were already interacting every single day. They were already having this back and forth. They were already kind of flirting. And it was like, you guys aren't really supposed to like each other. Yes, it's not a hate to lovers, but it's dislike. And they didn't have that like, I'm put off towards him. Maybe for a couple of pages. But then it was, well, I don't really like him, but he's becoming my friend and he's becoming this, and I'm kind of flirting with him this day and this day, and I'm like, I think it's just going too fast. So I was thinking it was reading like a novella, so I checked the page count, but it's almost 500 page book. So I'm not really sure what is off about this book specifically. I have loved all her books. I have loved her writing style in every single one of them. I'm hoping that like it's just a little thing I'm trying to get through and then it would just be like a bump and I can forget about it. I don't know. That's my one thing. Like I just have like a weird kind of like cringe level when I'm reading it, which I hate because I'm so happy to be reading this book. Like I have been waiting and counting down the days, and I woke up this morning like overly excited for this book. And I'm not enjoying it as much as I thought it would, but I'm only on the first 100 pages. So I do think there's time for it to pick up, especially since it's a longer read. Talk to you guys if I have anything interesting to update you guys on. And yeah, subscribe. I love you so much. And let's get into it. You know when an author is telling you more than showing you? I think that's the clear distinction between this book and the rest. It feels like she's over-explaining the plot in this book. He does this, you can tell blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, well, I can deduce that. And sometimes, maybe it's just that authors don't think we're as smart anymore. But like, she's over-explaining herself and like their emotions. They're very self-aware in a way where it's like they're almost analyzing their own plot to the reader. And I think that's what's bothering me. Not that anybody cares, but yeah. Where's my jelly cat? What? How is there 500 pages of this? I don't know why she'd think her being on a date would deter me. All it does is add fuel to the fire. Has she met me? Bye. That's the update. I love this man so much. I turned the camera off for 1 second. Oh, he played. He played. Oh my gosh. I love this man. I love this man. I love this man. Am I the only one? Like, oh my god. With her at eye level, I really take her in. She's so incredibly beautiful that it kind of hurts to look at her. Like this overwhelming awareness that I'm batting so far out of my league here and trying my best not to point it out. Oh my god. I love them. What is this lady doing to me? Like, Liz, chill. This is my 3rd update, so at this point I probably should just set up the camera, but I was thinking, you know who I miss? I miss the Shays. I miss Evie. I can't remember the girl's name. I think it was like Evie, ZV. But I miss them like a lot. Like I really miss them. And I'm thinking about the Windy City series, and like I understand that they probably wouldn't come into Emmett's book specifically because obviously Emmett is tied to like Isaiah and Kai. And I love Isaiah and Kai, but I just miss those characters and like the foundation of the series. Like they built this. They used to run this. They were the burst characters. I miss them. Yeah. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking. Oh my god, I love Isaiah. What? Business Barbie. Oh, he played. This is so like realistic. I feel like I'm at this cookout. Like I have actually done every single thing that she's describing at a real cookout. She's put me in the scene so vividly. It's hard to like disconnect and be like, this is a book, Cause I'm like, wow, like this is vividly real. She's just so real. Anyways, I've been in the same spot for I have no idea how many hours, and I know you guys are sick of seeing my bed, so I'll update you guys when interesting things happen. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bro, this is like Bridgerton. He just said, and I freaking quote, he just said, I hate that you made me want you. Oh my god, this is like Bridgerton. Oh my god. How do I'm supposed to be turning this camera off, mind you. I cannot put this down. I can't stop. I'm trying to like stretch out this book, but it's looking like I'm gonna finish tonight. Aww. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. I cannot handle it. Hola! Oh my gosh, when was the last time we talked? I think it was yesterday. Guys, it has been a minute. I finished this book on the bus maybe 5-ish hours ago. I went to Barnes, as you guys saw, and I picked up our next read. let's talk about the book I finished, In Her Own League by Liz Tomford. Guys, I read this on my Kindle, which is probably the reason I finished it so quickly. It was around 500 pages one night. Read it in a day. I have a lot of mixed thoughts when it came to this book. I had some really giggly, happy moments, and a lot of the time I was thinking, wow, this is such a Liz Tomford book. I love this about her writing. I love this about this author. I just love all her sports romances. I love every element, but I've never rated one of her books less than a 4-star, and I think this is the only book I consider doing that for. I just think it was very fast-paced, and it felt kind of like I was out of the story, like the way they were talking and over-explaining some of the parts. I think I talked about this, but I just felt like the book was being over-explained, and it took me out of the story a little bit. And there's some moments that I just kind of like, since I wasn't invested enough to be blindsided to it, I was cringing at some of the ways that they talk to each other. They're 40-year-olds. I think Reese is like maybe 30, so they're adults. And a lot of the book, they're just talking about how they're really old and they're getting second chances at life and all this stuff, and I loved that theme, but I felt like there wasn't enough follow through. They're getting a second chance at life, and they're so old and they're mature and this and this and this, and they know what they want. But there were some times and some moments, because they had to keep their relationship a secret, there was a lot of the time where I just felt like they were being childish. Yes, they were being reckless. Yes, that was like kind of the thrill of the book, but a lot of the time it was like they could not handle their own problems and they couldn't hold their own, and I was not a fan of that. I didn't like that. I just couldn't get past it. I was like, you guys are 40, you guys are so dedicated, and you guys keep talking about how you're old and you're experiencing life and you're ready for this and this is your second chance and all these things, and you're acknowledging it and you're aware of it, but a lot of times it was like you're also acting like children at the same time. That being said, I love these characters. I love these characters together. I love their moments. I love their love, and I loved the theme. And it was just like conflicting for me, because a part of me was like, I just want to like sit in this theme and like drown in it, and I love this story, and part of it was like the way it's being told is hard for me to stay in it. I'm thinking it's like a 3.75 star, 4 star, because it's a Liz Tomford book and I cannot raise a Liz Tomford book less than 4 stars, but I don't know, and I have to sit with it. Also went to Barnes & Noble, as you saw, picked up my next read, No Matter What by Cara Stone. This is a second chance romance about, both of them are married and they're soon to be divorced, but something about how her artwork in a competition is leading them together, and that's how they'll like rekindle and rebuild the relationship. I don't really care about any of the plot. This is a Cara Stone read. I love Cara Stone. I rated one of her books 5 stars. The other book, 4.5 stars. So I love this author, and she just came out with a book yesterday. So I have it. This is the next book we're reading. I'm very excited to start it. I love her. I've been counting down the days, and I'll update you guys whenever. I don't freaking know. I'll just talk to you guys when I talk to you. To make reading about tomatoes interesting. Oh my gosh, you look like the 4th of July. My name's Vansha and you're watching Disney Channel. You know what's so funny? I just realized you guys probably don't know how to pronounce my name. Read my name and you probably like thought it in your head, but you've never actually heard me say my name, because I always open the video with, hi guys, welcome to my channel, blah, 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 blah. And that's so interesting. Like, I'm not gonna come introduce myself now, but I'm just so curious to see how you think my name is pronounced, because people get it wrong all the time. You guys don't really know how to say my name. Anyways, let's do a book update. It's so rainy, and I have never been the one to hate a rainy day. I actually really like rainy days. I love it because I spend most of my days, like when I don't have anything to do, at home in my bed. But to spend the day in my bed reading while it's raining outside, peak. It's peak. And this book, the cover is literally rain. It's the vibe. I don't know why. It just has that very like cozy feel. I think it's set in like June. But it has a cozy feel to me, and it like feels like fall, and it feels like it should be raining and I should be cold and like snuggled into my blankets when I'm reading it. So I've been enjoying that. I started it this morning. I've been reading it in between classes. I'm on page 78. We're this much into it. It's pretty good for a book that's a little over 300 pages. I think we're like hitting maybe the 25% mark of the book. I feel like we're enough into the book where I can give you a good synopsis of what I know is going on. We meet Roz and Vin. They've been married for 8 years. Roz Roz is best friends with Vin's younger brother. So that's how they met each other, through this one best friend. They all got into a car accident a year prior to when this book starts, and it kind of like switched the way their life looked. Like they all moved in together, and she had to nurse both of them back to health, take them to PT, and like they were just very severely damaged. So that has left their relationship damaged. Now that Vin's little brother has moved out, their marriage is like on the outs, and they've just been sleeping in separate rooms until Vin says that he's gonna move out in 8 weeks. It's interesting how she ends up there, but basically she ends up at the apartment building he's going to be moving out to, and she gets sucked into this figure drawing class. So this is supposed to tie some way into just restoring their marriage and for her to heal from the trauma she's gotten from this accident. I'm a little nervous, and I think other instances I wouldn't have picked up this book. Not because I don't think the plot will be good, it's just sometimes it can be very boring the way an author would choose to take a story, and sometimes I do judge a book by its cover. But this author specifically, I feel like, I don't know, like I trust her with everything. I really do. I trust her opinion, I trust her voice, I love her writing style, I love everything she's crafted, and the relationships that she's created, adored them all. Literally, I haven't read one that I haven't liked, and I really want after this to go through her entire discography. Very excited. The cover, so cute. I've just been liking it a lot. Like I love her voice in these books. Roz is such an interesting main character, and she's such an interesting perspective. But what I've been liking even more is that breaks in her perspective have been like, I think it's supposed to be snippets of like an interview. I'm trying to figure out because we don't really know what it is, but I have figured out that it's Vin talking about Roz and the relationship. He's like doing an interview or something. I don't really know, but it's just little snippets, and like we'll hear him say things about like when he first met her and all these things that he loved about her and all this stuff, and he's like recounting the days. Also, this is a second chance romance. I do not like second chance romance, which I hate. I wish I did, because people enjoy so many of the really popular book talk ones, and I always wish I could enjoy them, but I'm not really a fan. So second chance romance also made me very hesitant. I am loving this. I'm loving it. It's so good. I don't know why, but something about like them rekindling, it doesn't feel, I don't know, it's odd to me. Like I like when it's like fresh and we're seeing it, and I think it's also partly like I don't like the idea of getting married and for you not to have a happy ending. To get married and get a divorce to the person who's your great love story because like you guys fall out of love, it just makes romance books feel like a lie. So I don't really love the feel of it, and I don't really love reading it, but watching them re-fall in love can also, like, I can acknowledge that it also can be a really beautiful storyline, and I'm seeing hints of that now. I love their dynamic. I just like trying to like catch her and like the little things of him still wanting her. I'm just like, oh, you know what you're doing. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing, and I'm eating it up. I hate how short her books are. I really do. I'm really enjoying it. There's weird themes, there's weird characters, it's humor. I'm laughing a lot, and the cover's cute. So why would I not enjoy it? I'm gonna switch out of my clothes, switch into pajamas, I think. I've been waiting for me to stop filming so I can eat them. I have Coke, and I have a, like, I'm not even gonna try to say this, but it's a caramel chocolate. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my chocolate, put my pajamas on, read in my bed. I'm gonna try not to film in my bed because I filmed the majority of my videos in my bed, and I think you guys are sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm thinking, should I get like a reading chair? Anyways, that was my reading update. I will talk to you guys later if anything happens, but I'm really enjoying it so far. It sounds stupid, and I really just don't know why, but something about watching a man yearn for his own wife does it to me. Like, this is taking it. I love this. I filmed a whole clip of me reading, talking, everything, and none of it is there. I'm so annoyed. Oh my god. I just got home. I ran upstairs. I literally didn't take a thing off. I literally have all my school clothes on, took off my jacket, ran over here to start filming, and I'm still like on the edge of my seat. So excited to get back to this book. I'm so mad I've been reading it in school because I keep having to start and stop. And the story, oh my gosh, the pacing is perfect. It flows so well that I feel like it's like it makes me want more. And it's interesting because I feel like books will be too long and books will be too short, but always when the book is paced perfectly is when I'm like, I really wish there is more of this. I really wish we had 200 extra pages of just nothing, because it's just the sweetest story. I'm like obsessed with them. Like I'm in love with them. I literally was trying to like write notes so I could remember what I wanted to tell you guys on the bus, because I was literally just sitting there. First of all, Gracie Abrams came up in my shuffle. I was listening to the song and I was reading this book and I was like, this is a Gracie Abrams song. Like this book, it just reads like a Gracie Abrams song. It's so compatible. I was literally like, this fits perfectly. I love it. I love it so much. I really like that. My one takeaway that I feel like I have to mention is the fact that the communication and the love behind these characters floored me. I was not expecting it. Honestly, I write off stories like this all the time because I am not a second chance person. I always am just hating on it. Like I'm just not it. And I think this book and like this story specifically has shown me the appeal of a second chance romance book. Watching them fall in love again, like to re-fall in love in a relationship you're already in and to re-find each other, like the beauty in that whole story. I understand the appeal. I understand it because it's honestly so sweet and kind and tender, and it makes me yearn almost for them. And it's such an interesting kind of yearning to witness you want something that you already have, and like they're in this middle ground, and like the miscommunication, that is what has made this book perfect, because I don't think anything could have made it better than the fact that the miscommunication is so real. Like it's such a well thought out, like I would have miscommunicated the same way they had. I would have misunderstood, and I understand both their perspectives. And at the very beginning I really didn't like him. I was just like, why are you acting like that? Like why are you being like this? And I love her, and from the beginning she's been such an eccentric character and she's so interesting and blah 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 blah. How could you act like that towards her? And to be at this point in the story, and I don't even know how much we're into it, I honestly am in love with this man. I understand exactly where he was coming from. I understand exactly where she was coming from. I understand how they miscommunicated, but to see them communicate it out, it made me want to communicate things in my life. It's like insight, them recovering from this accident that has like kind of added this gap, all the silences and the importance of speaking. Because sometimes people think silence speaks more than, like actions speak louder than words, right? And we all know this, actions most likely speak louder than words, but when the words are just completely absent, that's the problem. And that's what this book has highlighted. And to watch them communicate, like I never thought communication would be my favorite trope to see in a book. Like my favorite thing to see is them just talking, because the scene of them just talking, honestly, I almost bawled my eyes out on that car ride. I cannot lie. Like I'm literally sitting there like tears in my eyes. Like, I never thought watching two adults communicate would literally have that much of an impact on me. I just love it here, and I love this book, and I've been annotating this book, and I don't want it to end. And I hate that about Cara Bastone, that the fact that I love it so much, I never want to close the page on any of her stories, and I always just want 200 pages of nonsense. Like if I could just listen to her narrate anything for 200 more pages, I would. And I only have 100 pages left, and it's making me so upset. I can't take this. Like I can't handle them being the way they are, them being this cute, them being this anything. Like watching him yearn for her, yearning for his own wife. Are you kidding? Are you serious? Wow, like I didn't know I needed this book. Gonna get back into this book. When I'm reading a book and the author puts me in the scene, sometimes I get detached, sometimes I'm conscious that I'm reading a book. When I'm reading this book, I get put into the scene as if I'm there, and I want to see them interact in public together as a couple with my own eyes. The way they are, like, when you meet people who have like rhythm with each other and they have inside jokes and the way they talk to other people, and it's like they're such good socializers, but at the end of the day, you can just tell that it's them together. That's who like is the strongest for them. I just want to witness their dynamic in person. Like I want to meet them, because I love Roz so much. Like she is like such a good narrator and female main character, and like it's just a fun perspective to be in. But to see her interact with other people, especially like the weird characters in this book and all her art friends, like they're just really entertaining, and seeing her interact with them, but also seeing them witness the relationship between Vin and Roz, it makes me want to witness it. Like it's just so palpable through a book. How do you do that? Like I just want to sit in the scene, and I feel like I am. Like I feel like I'm at this picnic table right now. Oh shoot. We're about to find out what those little excerpts of his chapter, his POV, have been from. Okay guys, let's chat, because I feel like sometimes there's some books that you have to kind of sit on. I feel like I've been sitting in the story long enough and I like know how I feel about it. We just finished No Matter What by Kara Stone. Once again, one of the most tender, sweet, beloved romances I have ever picked up. This woman, honestly, she might be my soulmate. She might be my superhero because she just understands. Picking up her books, for me specifically, it just feels like magic. And you get so involved with these characters that you're just like really dedicated to seeing their evolution and seeing them come out of the hole that they've fallen into. And she's wrote a lot about a lot of different types of trauma and a lot of different issues. Specifically in this book, it was just them healing from this car accident or this accident that they had gotten to a year before, and like trying to rebuild their marriage and trying to rebuild their friendships and trying to be dependent on each other while also healing for themselves. And it was just a very interesting theme and story. And I've never really read about people who've drawn or anything, the way that drawing healed her, and the way that Ross going to they're almost 40 and they're growing in the relationship, all this stuff. It just really all came together and made such a great book, and I loved it so much. I think it's a 4.5. I've really enjoyed it. I loved our new releases this week, seriously. This video was so much fun to film. I love a good new release, only because I know that I'm going back to authors that I've loved before. We've read 2 new releases this week: In Her Own League by Liz Comfort and No Matter What by Kara Stone, 2 of my favorite authors. I had so much fun. I loved both these books. I rated both these books. All right, I sat like, after a minute, I decided that In Her Own League would be 3.5 stars and this book is 4.5 stars. So pretty good ratings overall. Thank you guys for watching. I love you, but God loves you more, and I'll see you in the next one.